So there have been a lot of you asking me to talk about Lawbringer, and there's one person in particular that asked me to talk about him in every video I post. And I know that I've taken a while for me to get to him, and I'm sorry about that, but today I am finally going to talk about how I feel about Lawbringer. Now, if you've been around this channel since beta, you know that Lawbringer was a hero I was looking forward to using the most when the game finally came out, because I thought he just looked amazing as a hero. A tall, heavy hero with the most versatile weapon we had seen, along with this cool looking armor and what appeared to be a fun looking moveset. Then he released and sorta let me down. He just wasn't the hero for me, and to this day he still isn't the hero for me. I like him as a hero, but I just don't enjoy using him. Now, as we all know, Lawbringer is sort of in a tough spot. He feels like he sort of got left behind. And what I mean by that is the game has so many more fast attacks, unblockables, and bashes, and Lawbringer just can't keep up. He's sort of slow and has a tough time punishing unblockables with his poor dodge recovery. And of course, as with all of these videos, a really good Lawbringer will still win fights. Any weaker hero can still win fights if the player using them is good, but Lawbringer just isn't the best hero right now. He suffers from not being fun to play as, and not really being too fun to fight against. And any of you who have fought a turtling Lawbringer know exactly what I'm talking about. And the thing is, I can't even blame the player for being a turtle, because honestly, what else can he do? Lawbringer's offense is close to non-existent. He's got his top light, which is pretty good, but other than that, what can he do from neutral? His heavies are too slow for any real pressure. His zone is one of the worst 1v1 zones in the game, a game that has plenty of super fast zones that pressure opponents. His zone is pretty good at clearing minions, but I mean, it is really slow. It's 900 milliseconds, and if it does land, he gets 20 damage. He's got his shove from neutral, but here's the thing with that. His dodge recovery is so slow, so he can't do any dodge mix-ups like Conquer Shaman, and the shove is slow. Even on console, you can just stand there and watch Lawbringer charge a shove and have plenty of time to dodge, and when it does land, Lawbringer doesn't get anything that's guaranteed. And finally, long arm. I don't think I really even need to talk about long arm. It's decent in 4s, and honestly, I think that Lawbringer is more of a 4v4 hero, but in duels, it doesn't have much use. Lawbringer is supposed to shine on defense with his parries and shove on block, and I mean, Lawbringer does have some pretty good parry punishes. I think he still gets 50 damage on either a light or heavy parry if there's a wall behind his opponent. Now, shove on block is something I have talked about before, and to this day, I still don't like it. I don't think any hero in the game should get anything from blocking. I think that it drags on fights and doesn't really do too much of anything. As I said, Lawbringer is pretty good in 4v4 game modes. He's got his impale and long arm along with his bombs, which are really good. I think we all know that Lawbringer eventually needs to be reworked, and hopefully we'll see something done in Season 7 along with Valk and Warden, as UB sorta hinted at it a couple of times. Lawbringer, along with a couple other heroes, just haven't aged well. He's been changed here and there, but speed is a lot of Piranha now. You look at some of the best heroes in the game, and the one thing they all have in common is speed, which is where Lawbringer struggles. He's got one sort of fast attack in his top light, and his chains are pretty simple. He's got no bash or easily accessible unblockable either. Lawbringer is a pretty popular hero, but I don't see nearly as many as I used to, probably because he's not as viable as he once was. Right now, I don't see Lawbringer as the worst hero in the game, as some of you guys think. I think he's got more utility than, say, Shigoki or Aramusha, but he's nowhere near the best. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I finally decided it was time to talk about Lawbringer. As always, I do want to hear your opinion on this, so talk to me down in the comments. Do you think that Lawbringer is in a tough spot right now, or do you think I'm wrong and think Lawbringer is just fine? And as usual, if you agree with me or just like the video, feel free to leave a like and sub if you're new, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.